What do you think the cool thing is these guys get a chance to go away to the Bahamas and play and kind of, I guess, get to know each other better?
Yeah, well, that's part of it is culture and team and building. And it's one of those experiences that you don't get all the time, especially in life. And college basketball is cool in the sense that you can do that. I don't know how many times in your life, my life, their life, that they'll be able to do that again. So you just take it.
Were you on the Canada trip?
I wasn't. I was on the trip. I was in the segment. There's no trips. It was like I was right there. I was here for 5 years.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
What do you think is realistic for Taco as we go into the season? We're still a few months away, so he's still got a chance. But what's realistic? I mean,
I think you can change the game. I mean, I don't know if you come in here and you expect to play 30, 35 minutes a game. It'll all depend on conditioning. But I just think his ability around the rim to change the game. I played with Tom Herzog, right? A guy that's almost 7 feet tall, if not just every bench that. And he came in and changed the game around the rim. And I think Taco can do that and more. It's just being patient and just letting it come. But no, he can make an immediate impact, absolutely.
Yeah, the new guys are interesting. Every year you look at UCF and you say, these are new guys, how are they going to really help you? But I think we forget sometimes. A.J. Davis was here last year, transferred from Tennessee, and you almost forget about A.J., kind of like we did with Tristan Spurlock years ago. And yet he's a guy kind of like Tristan. He can play multiple positions, and you shouldn't forget him because he's one of the new guys also for UCF.
He can be a glue guy, so versatile, 3, 4, whatever you need him to do. And no one should discount redshirting and sitting out. You have that hunger and you have that drive. I did it my freshman year. And you're so ready to play against different people, man, and just get in there and compete. And he can bring that versatility, but he can bring that hunger and that energy.
Yeah, also you forget Matt Williams. I mean, Matt played 1 game last year and then went through that surgery, and then you get him back as well. Sometimes we ask this question, and I don't know how you measure it. Guys like BJ and Adonis, you go up from year 1 to year 2.
Yeah.
Are you a big believer in that's the biggest jump? Did you find that the case in teams you played on?
They think so, but it's hit or miss, right? Everyone develops differently, but the way these guys have been working, you would expect them to make that leap. And I think it's different for each player. Look at a guy like Adonis. He may want to be better off the dribble, get to the free throw line more. BJ may want to take care of the basketball, run the show more, score a little bit. It's different for every player. And I think you look at those different pieces of their game, not exactly points per game and assists per game.
Tank Effiani is one of the new players. We saw BJ's ability to score. Adonis last year. You just look at guys that have to score. I mean, every team needs to know, I got 2, 3 guys. I need a basket. Go get a basket. Yeah. I think UCF needs that on a consistent basis. That going in, these 3 or 4 guys can get me points, right?
Yeah, and that's a luxury. And the Bahamas trip, you talk about that confidence. You get to play in some games against some other people, and guys get confidence scoring the basketball, and different guys doing it. So I think that trip can really help just really believe in each other, who's going to get that shot at the end of the shot.
I wonder what a year is for Steph this year. He's been in the program for a while and has shown flashes of being really good. And, you wonder if Steph realizes how fast this journey is headed down the stretch. I mean, how many times you look up and guys go, wait a minute, what? This is my senior year. And I hope that Steph understands that because I think he's got a chance also to kind of make that next step.
Yeah, and it's not only every game. It's every practice, every workout. Every time you get your ankles taped, it's limited. And, if you could just shed some light on that, and then it'll go by and it'll be done. So he's really got to be that leader, that emotional leader, that energy guy that you come in and you say, hey, I'm scared of Steph today because he's going to bring it down low.
What is just these workouts? During the offseason, coaches can't come in here, but what do those do for you? When you just play with the guys anytime you come out, you run, no one's calling fouls, it gets chippy sometimes, and guys get in your face and stuff. What does that do?
I think it's chemistry, and we go back to culture, like if you're in the business world, but it's chemistry, and it's not always pretty. You can get in fights, you can get in fist fights, you can have your differences, but once you leave the court, it's over. So in here is kind of your sanctuary, where you're getting better together, and you're moving towards that common goal, and I think that's what summer's all about, is you getting better individually, but also you see the other guy next to you getting better.
You think, though, I've noticed this, and I'm guessing you have, forget what the country thinks. Our league is so good, so deep, and physical, but sometimes I think people don't get that, and yet you hope that UCF even grows in that area. It's a tough league, isn't it?
Oh, it is, and from top to the bottom, and I think the respect people have for the league in the basketball world is there, and whether the common fan knows it or not, this is one of the toughest leagues in the country, and every night you're going to have to bring it. Every night you're going to have to bring it.
Do you ever think it's also interesting that the team and all the support staff is going to the Bahamas and you and I are not going? Is that a sign of something, do you think?
I just don't think we're important enough to make the trip. And, you look at the budget and you say, hey, I don't know if it's worth Marc
we
and
got
Taylor
cut?
going.
Did we get cut?
I have no
we got
idea.
cut.
But likely, if anybody was going to get cut, it'd be me first, and then you'd be right up there.
I'm home with you. So as they go to the Bahamas, you and I were here.
Yeah, well, we can hang out. I mean, The Bachelor's going to be over. So we'll see, man, because I'm going to be watching that tonight. So.
Hey, the rest of you guys and the team, you go have a good trip. Dan, everybody else, have fun. We'll be back here. See you guys when you get back.
Fans, don't forget you can follow the Knights on social media.